good afternoon. We are here today at the IAAPA Expo. With the IAAPA, just to let you guys know, is the International Association of Amusement Parks and Attractions. This is basically like a theme park convention. All of the different parks around town come here to make their announcements, show off new ride vehicles, new ride technologies. All the companies that make the rides and make the technologies and the attractions show off everything that they've got here. Very exciting. We get food, we've got rides, we've got attractions, we've got special effects, we got everything here. It's a very, very exciting time of year. This runs all week. Today's Tuesday, the first day that the actual expo floor is open. So we're gonna go inside and have a look around, see what there is that's new to see in the world of attractions and amusement parks. Coming in, the big old advertisement for Crayola, and there's a Crayola crayon down here. They're advertising the Crayola experience. Lots and lots of fun stuff to do and things to be shown off here. A guest favorite here at IAAPA every year is this little spinning coaster. And they always have it on the show floor every year. This is kind of interesting. This is from Wegland Water Slides, and they have a lift hill on the water slide that then pushes the boats down the slide. That looks really neat. Like you load in here, and then, or maybe you load in over here, and then it lifts you up the hill, and then launches you down the tube. Yes. I want to ride on all these water slides. They look awesome. Every year I always like seeing the costumes for mascots that they have. Like, here's Patches. I feel like I always make the mistake of coming into this expo without a game plan. And there is so much to see and so many places to go and so many different exhibitors that I feel like you do need a game plan. Children on your knee, it will be right. Like I said, ride manufacturers are here, like Intamin. They're the ones that made Cheetah Hunt. They made a lot more than that, but Cheetah Hunt's the first one that comes to mind for me. Oh, B&M is also here, and they made Mako. Here's one of the ride vehicles from Mako. One of the things that I love about this expo is you can get down and inside and have a look at the way that things work. And you can see how ridiculous the wheels and the drivetrain on these things are. Pretty wild, right? B&M makes a lot of coasters around. They made Hulk, they made Manta here, they made Mako. There's a lot of coasters around. A lot of the best coasters around are B&Ms. I said everybody likes the spinning coaster, but look at this guy. I think they had this last time that I was here, and it was wild. We'll have to try to get on it again today. Look at that thing on the back. So Rocky Mountain Construction is going to be unveiling a new coaster that's going to the Fun Spot up in, I believe in Atlanta. So they haven't unveiled it yet, but they're going to unveil it in about 30 minutes. I believe this is the concept art for it right here too. It's pretty wild. So RMC is the company that did Iron Gwazi, which we still haven't opened yet, but we will in March. And I'm very excited to ride it. There's a booth here for Aerophile, which is the company that made Characters in Flight out at Disney Springs. Just passing by this Nevplast company, and what they're showing me looks like a lot of fun. You're basically like jumping off of stuff. And look at this thing. Whoa. That looks awesome. There's even stuff here that you wouldn't even imagine to think about when you're thinking about theme parks or amusements or attractions. Is wristbands. There are a lot of companies that use wristbands. Like even just the other day we were at Mickey's Very Merriest Christmas After Hours and they gave us a wristband. They might have gotten it from this company. Ooh, this thing looks like fun. I'd like to find a place that has one of these and drive it. It's called a Sidewinder. It's like a four-wheel articulated little car. You go off-roading with it. Going like an adventure tour. Always an expo favorite, the Dippin' Dots booth. Almost called it the Dippin' Dots booth. So I got some brownie batter over here, but they also have edible spoons available. So I'm gonna get a chocolate spoon and give it a try. There it is, that is my edible spoon. It looks like it'll be nice. Talked to some other people that tried it. They said it tastes really good, but it does get a little bit soggy as you go. So I'll let you know once we get a little bit further in if it got soggy. Well, one side of my Dippin' Dots got a little hard and then my spoon broke. So I can see one problem with that at least. Literally anything you could ever imagine, like prizes. When I say prizes, I mean like prizes for like carnival games type stuff. Even fans. You're looking in the market for a giant fan? You can get it here. You in the market for some fun neon carpet for your bowling alley or skating rink? Boy, have I got news for you. Some gigantic vehicles for like off-road tours. They look very comfortable though, don't they? This says, take a ride on the only compact roller coaster in the world. Looks like it's almost like a VR roller coaster. Quite a crowd has gathered around RMC, waiting for them to reveal their new ride vehicle. So they just revealed it, and everybody's up here getting views. This is called Airy Force One, and this is the new Rocky Mountain Construction Company coaster that is coming to Fun Spot Atlanta. I just want to point out that it does have leg restraints in, but it does not have shoulder harnesses. So some interesting elements of this coaster is that it has a 3,400 foot track length. Its lift hill height is 154 feet. The first drop is 146 feet at 83 degrees. It has the first ever Raven Trust dive, the largest zero-G stall in the United States, and a first of its kind zero-G roll over the arcade building, and another zero-G roll for fun. That's the way, those are their words. A maximum speed of 64 miles an hour, 20 passenger steering axle trains. They have 2 of. The ride time is 100 seconds. Ride capacity is 900 people per hour. As we make our way around the rest of the RMC booth, we're seeing a bunch of different coasters that they have. Iron Gwazi, Twisted Timbers, Twisted Colossus. So RMC is actually known mostly for retracking old wooden coasters. So take, for instance, exactly like they're doing to Iron Gwazi. It's still a wooden coaster, but it has a steel track on it. And of course, Vekoma, these are the guys that made Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. They have a display out here. I'd like to ride this. Where's this at? It looks awesome. They are also the ones that did Tron Light Cycle Power Run. So it's interesting to know that, like, it looks unassuming, right? Vekoma. Who's Vekoma? They make some of the rides that you know and love. Ooh, this looks like fun. Like a face down zipline, also like a zipline roller coaster type thing. Yes, I'd like to do that. That looks like a lot of fun.
Hopefully help us beat the world record. So come on in here. We're gonna go ahead and reach on up in here, find a nice piece.
They're gonna cut off some of her hair.
And we will do a nice easy. Nothing. All right. Where you want it?
So this is Haas, the world's largest ball of human hair.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There it is. All right, so I'm gonna add some of my hair to Haas, the world's largest ball of human hair. Ooh. This is kind of frightening, actually.
Fantastic. So this is
Okay, here we go. Yeah, never be missed. This donation is going to go on Haas for us to beat the Guinness World Book of Records. We're pretty close.
There it goes. So I feel like my hair is in there somewhere. It's added to the top. I think maybe this one. One of those two. That's my hair in there. So they're using Haas. Ripley's, believe it or not, is using Haas to raise money for Give Kids the World. You guys know we love Give Kids the World. So what's happening is any money that is donated here at the event, they will match up to $10,000. Ripley's will match it up to $10,000. So if you come over, you can just drop a tip in here, or they'll take credit card payments too. Well, there you go. This is kind of a neat concept. It's a climbing wall, and you get to race the person on the other side, but you can see through it. Like, you can see to the other side of this glass and be staring at them as you're racing them up to the top. Oh yeah, here's the company that sells the fans, and these are the fans that we see all over the theme parks. Some of them even have water that blows out of them to mist. Finally, I've been looking everywhere for a seat, a bench in the shape of a cow. This is pretty awesome. It's a golf cart that has Santa's sleigh on top of it, like a fiberglass made Santa's sleigh. Such a good idea. Oh, well, this looks awesome. It's called the Sky Surfer. It's like a zip line that you stand up on a little surfboard as you're zip lining. Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. Also looks a little scary, doesn't it? This company makes all kinds of water play elements. It's called Water Toys. So like, if you had a splash pad and you were like, if you were building a splash pad, want them to come and put in some of their elements, because this looks like a lot of fun. We were thinking of bringing Jackson to this event. I don't know that he would be able to resist trying to go down this slide. This is a company called S&S Technologies, and this is their Axis coaster. Wow. So, they're calling it a 4D coaster because it spins in this direction. Sending this thing around a curve. Watch this. And then it flips at the top of the curve like that. Oh man, that looks amazing. Yes. Zamperla is out here as well, and they always bring an interesting flat ride that everybody can ride. This one looks like it has a bar on it that you have to like move the bar in order to go higher. Whoa, look at her. That was quite a drop up there. So we are on this Zamperla, and there's a little like lever here that we have to do something with. We need to like move it around in order to get us to bounce. So we'll try it without doing anything with the lever first, and then we'll go from there and see what happens. That just kind of, oh my goodness gracious. This is so fun. Wow. All right, so let me try to like pump this here really quick. See what happens. Nothing's happening. We're stuck right here. Oh, we're spinning now. Look at us. Whoa. All right, if I bounce it, we're going higher. So I'm doing kind of like this. I'm not really sure exactly what it's doing, but we're like close to the top, right? And then if I let go, do I fall? Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. So I think we bounce up, right? So you can kind of see we're getting close to the top. Getting closer, 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 closer. Oh! Wow, and that's quite a bounce on it too. Well, that was fun and exciting. Wow. And that drop tower was called Adventureland by Zamperla. So Sea Trek is something that we've done at Discovery Cove, and we really enjoyed it. But another thing that this company does is they have something called an aqua car, where you just, drive underwater? That's wild. Oh, that's cool. If you need to use a wheelchair, they can put you in an adapted wheelchair that works with the Sea Trek. Still very much want to ride this water slide. It's called the Slide Wheel, and it looks wild. Like you enter in here, and you go around one of these tubes, and then it pops you out on this side, and they said there's one coming to North America to Mount Olympus Resorts, water parks, and theme parks. I think we might have to make a trip up there. Oh, it looks like it's going to be so much fun. So we've been kind of focusing on this front section of the expo right now, where most of the roller coaster manufacturers and theme parks and stuff like that are. But there's a whole nother entire convention center back here with all kinds of different stuff. Christmas lights, Christmas displays. I'm looking over at water slides over here. Kind of a ridiculous, and then the lighting effects back in the back corner. I can see lasers on the wall. So we're gonna be doing a little bit more exploring today. Over here in the Bob's Space Racer section, they're the ones that made all kinds of different carnival games like this. I'm gonna try Bowler Roller. You have to try to push the ball forward and stay within the two humps, the two ramps here. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Pretty close. Ooh, okay. A little tiny, even tinier bit harder. Like impossible. Ooh, that was close. Another ride company that has a local ride that we haven't ridden yet, Premier Rides, has Icebreaker at SeaWorld. Hoping to ride it very soon. I feel like it's one of those things where you don't ever think about the companies that make cotton candy or candy floss, or make the machines that make cotton candy. And these are them. These are industrial cotton candy machines. Oh no, this one's sold. This one's sold as well. They're all sold. Somebody came in here and cleaned them out. Ooh, I made it over to the video game or arcade section of the expo. A lot of stuff happening over here. Some bowling alleys. A little, what do they call this, like candlepin bowling? I feel like this is kind of smart. Instead of actually putting a helmet on, you just hold the goggles up with the gun to your eyes. Huh, this is kind of brilliant. It's an axe throwing booth here, like arcade game, that uses plastic axes. A little bit safer that way. That was an amazing throw. And then when it's done, it just drops out, and then there's a little conveyor belt that brings you the axe back. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm not left-handed though, so let's see what happens. Ooh, I threw it too low. All right, let's try one more time. Oh, I did bad. Ooh, This is a company called Vortex, and there's just a giant graphic of what looks like a lazy river through like a laser tube. Man, I want to go to all these places. A company called Poland Water Parks. Look at this thing. This Stingray looks amazing. Like, I want to ride this thing. Holy cow. I feel like everything that I see, I'm just like, oh, I want to ride this, because everything here is so neat and innovative and like interesting to see. I want to ride it all. I'd love to have this like infinite travel time where I can just like show up somewhere and ride on a silly water slide like this, like a super fun water slide. We're gonna stop by this booth called Steamroller, where we're going to experience The Haunting of Olivia. You guys know I love a good haunted attraction or haunted thing, and apparently there's a window over here where we can see inside and see what's going on. We're gonna go inside and experience it, but we should be able to look inside and see. There's the couch right there. You can see they're looking around the room using their handsets, trying to find, oh my goodness, she's picking up the couch. I know it's hard for you guys to see. Oh my gosh, there she is. Oh, she's knocking over books. So the idea here is that Steamroller is showing off their technologies. Handed me this device that I can look around, looking for ghosts. Oh no, everybody that's in here with me is a ghost. They're gone from the couch.
These are Steamroller Technology Spectre detectors.
Ooh.
They will allow you to see into the spectral world.
Oh, there she is. Oh no. Oh, she threw a book at me. She's very upset with me. Whoa, she's throwing books around all over the place. She seems upset. Oh no. Santa? Oh no. What happened? Oh, she's right here. Oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh. Well, I have to say, I'm a little bit bummed that that's not a standalone unit, that somebody else could like go out and experience that, because that was awesome. Basically what that was like a proof of concept type thing, where they were displaying some of their technologies and the way that they could integrate technologies and effects together in one unit, or like things that they can do. So they're out here just trying to sell themselves to various theme parks or attractions or people that come to the expo, not necessarily trying to sell that particular unit. I just wish that other people would be able to experience that unit, because that was awesome. I like that a lot.
That's actually how I'm animating. Best part?
This is a company
this
called
can
Animax.
be done in real time. Run an animation, make some changes, hit a button, and watch the new animation, like that. If you want to see it in action, just ask one of the humans on the floor. Okay, what else can I talk about? Can I do some more performances for you? Ah, yeah, I love this one. Really lets me strut my stuff.
It is I, the Atom Man, savior of many a puppy and kitten stuck in a tree. I possess superhuman strength and the ability to make lights flicker. I can make my voice do totally sweet echo effects. Most important, I can cast magic spells. Pretty impressive, am I right? Using my magical powers of electricity, I can operate an entire booth at IAAPA. Yes, I hear you asking, is there anything he can't do?
Granted, I can't actually walk yet, but we're working on it.
Kern Studios are the ones that make all of the Mardi Gras floats for Universal's Mardi Gras event. Pretty neat. And I guess they make all kinds of other props for around the world too. Like for instance, this M&M store. There's a company called DOF Robotics, and they have Gravedigger out here. Like the actual monster truck Gravedigger. I feel like they just drove it in here. We can see underneath. That's where the driver sits, up there. Wow. And the engine's actually back in the back there. This is These tires are huge. And the whole reason they have Gravedigger is because of this right here. This is a Gravedigger VR experience. So it's like a version of Gravedigger on a motion platform, and you put on VR goggles and it experience what it's like to ride in Gravedigger. The same company also has this motion platform system. Oh, fog-filled bubbles. Super fun. I like the idea. Boop. 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 Right? Then there is an entire section devoted to food where they usually give out free samples of stuff. Also, this company, Whirly Drink Works, you probably see some of these shapes before. They might seem familiar because a lot of the theme parks use these different shapes, this company, to make their cups. Like Great Wolf Lodge here. This is one of their cups. Westgate Resorts back there. Cowabunga Bay. If you ever wondered what kind of a company makes bubble wands, there's a company over here called Light Up. This one's a snow show, so this one makes little tiny bubbles. Or they have just normal bubble wands that make normal size bubbles in all different shapes and sizes. You can get a snowman or a jack-o'-lantern. There are even companies here that make mini golf holes. So like if you wanted to add, I don't know, a mini golf course in somewhere, they can make the different, what would you call it? Would you call them holes? I think you would call them holes. They can make the different holes for you. Another huge part of this expo is all of the inflatables. A lot of people that are in the inflatable business come here just to specifically buy inflatables. And you can see they have Expo specials on them. I didn't realize that, like, for like $3,000, I could get a gigantic water slide. What do you think? Should we buy one for the backyard? $1,400, we can get a bounce house. They always have an outdoor section of this expo. We're gonna go check it out right now. So in years past, there have been larger carnival type rides out here, like Ferris wheels and things like that. Doesn't seem like that's happening this year. It looks like we've just got kind of a lot of inflatables out here. And they don't let anybody go on any of the inflatables, so we couldn't show you what it's like to ride them. Well, I didn't really find anything out here other than inflatables, and the inflatables are interesting, but I think we're gonna head back inside, see if we can find anything else inside of there. If you had to guess, how much do you think this snowman costs? Gigantic inflatable snowman bounce house. Thing's huge. What do you think? Because if you guess $6,000, you'd be right. There's another company out here called the Gravity Group that makes modern wooden coasters. They're the ones that made Mind Blower, the fantastic ride. It's out here at Fun Spot in Kissimmee, Fun Spot America. Kentucky Flyer, Oscar's Wacky Taxi in Sesame Place in Philadelphia. There's a ride vehicle from Gravity Group that is going to Parc Asterix in Paris.
You want to do airtime?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, airtime.
All right, we're gonna do airtime. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Wow. We're doing this, it's called Hammer Down. It's like a little, that's such a small footprint too. It's called Hammer. Look at this. Oh, jeez.
Oh, man.
That was quite a drop. It pulls you down. Oh my goodness gracious. This is good. I like this.
Whoa.
Watch the badge. There we go.
Oh! Man.
I feel like, oh, it's a big one.
Whoa! Better than Velocicoaster. Best ride ever. So good.
So this is what it looks like from the ground. It actually pulls you down. Let's see, I think this is the big one. It says that it has 10 ride modes. So there's mild kiddie rides, and they even have the ability to hook a hammer up to it, and a person on the ground hammers a sensor, and that determines how high up you go. All right, it's getting towards the end of the day. I think it's time for us to try to get on this coaster. So we made it on the coaster. We're gonna do it. So I got in one of the spinning ones. I didn't get in one that flips over because I feel like the wait for that one's a little bit longer. This one should still be fun. We should be able to get some views of everything that's happening around going backwards. Oh, we've already let go. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm gonna hold on to my glasses here. Alright, you guys ready to get dizzy? I don't know who's behind me. If they're like a small child, that would mean that we would spin. Oh! Spin a lot! Oh my goodness gracious. Oh! Okay, it definitely slows down quite a bit. Oh, they're spinning a lot. Wow. Well, I feel like maybe the person behind me is equal to me because we're not spinning that much. We've got it balanced pretty good. It's a nice little coaster. But the other people that are having like differences in weights really spinning a lot. Oh, I think we're gonna spin a lot now. Okay, here we go. We're gonna whip it. Here we go. Oh, my goodness, yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're not spinning at all. That was a pretty relaxing ride. Not too bad. So the show floor is closing in about 20 minutes. So I think that was the end of our time here at IAAPA for the day. We still got the rest of the week to come back. So I think we'll be making another trip out here for sure. I like how calm it looks right now. Just picking up speed a little bit and then standing up. Like that guy was just like sending a text message on his phone. Look, he's checking his email. Still doing it, still checking it. Oh, he's done, he's done. Do you think his glasses are gonna stay on top of his head? I'm very interested in this. He's still got him up there, he's still checking his email. This guy's my new hero. He did it. Glasses stayed on. Was it not done yet? Oh, it's much more vertical now. Glasses are still on, still checking emails. Kind of blown away by it. What is it? Wow. So there you have it. That was our trip out to the IAAPA Expo. We didn't get to see nearly enough of what was going on in here. The expo actually closes in like 10 minutes. So I think we might have to make another trip out here. It is running Tuesday through Friday. Friday is when they try to certify that world's largest ball of human hair in order to make it so that it is a world record. Hopefully it happens, because if it does, because I added some of my hair to that ball, they send me a certificate saying that I was part of a world record. That sounds really neat. Also, like I said, every donation that is made here at the IAAPA Expo to Give Kids the World, Ripley's, believe it or not, is matching up to $10,000. So we donated some, so hopefully some more people will, and we just get some more money for Give Kids the World, and maybe we'll break a world record. It was really neat to see the unveiling of the new RMC car for Fun Spot up in Atlanta. I would love to ride that. It looks like it's going to be a super awesome ride. Same company that's redoing Iron Gwazi, so we should ride Iron Gwazi before we're able to ride that one. Then we'll get to compare the two, see how they go, see what they're like. Yeah, Atlanta's not too far. We can make a little trip up there and ride it one day. I am also excited to see what else comes out of the IAAPA Expo, because you never know. They did also announce, Disney made an announcement that they're redoing Toontown at Disneyland in order to kind of open it up, make it a little bit more inviting, give some outdoor play spaces, and they're going to reopen it with the opening of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway out there. So we'll definitely have to be back out to Disneyland to experience that and to have a look around with that. Who knows, there might be more and more announcements from IAAPA as the week continues, so stay tuned. We might be back. And with that being said, we are off. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Hey, my name's George Dinas. I'm from Saxe, Texas. Shout out to Casey, Reese, and Graham. And now it's time to pay the price.